You click this video to get the juicy details of the current meta, and I'm gonna deliver. Hey there, Overwatch fans. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving deep into the latest changes in Overwatch 2 as of Season 11. Whether you're a seasoned vet or a fresh recruit, this video will arm you with the knowledge you need to dominate your matches. Let's break down the best heroes of this patch, who's fallen out of favor, the optimal team compositions, and the counter picks you'll want to keep in mind. So buckle up and let's get started. First off, let's talk about the overall changes that have shaken up the meta this season. The Season 11 patch brought some significant tweaks that have shifted the balance of power among heroes. Major updates included buffs to Pharah, making her a dominant force in the skies, and nerfs to previously top-tier heroes like Sojourn and Cassidy. Pharah, with her increased aerial dominance, has become a must-pick for many teams. Her consistent damage output and mobility make her a nightmare to deal with, especially for the teams that lack strong hit-scan DPS. On the other hand, heroes like Sojourn, who have been meta staples, have seen their effectiveness reduced due to ability adjustments. Sojourn's railgun charge time was increased, reducing her burst potential, and Cassidy's magnetic grenade was nerfed, lowering its utility in close-range duels. Now let's dive into the creme de la creme of this patch. Here are the top heroes you should be focusing on. For DPS, Pharah with buffs enhancing her aerial prowess, she's dominating lobbies. Her increased fuel capacity and damage make her a persistent threat from above. Echo's versatility and burst potential keep her at the top. Their focusing beam can quickly eliminate low health targets, synergizing well with dive comps. Tracer's high mobility and damage output make her a consistent pick. Tracer remains powerful due to her unmatched mobility and pulse bomb, which can secure key picks on backline supports. For tanks, D.Va's reduced weapon spread and more damage from boosters make her a top-tier dive tank. Her defense matrix can nullify critical enemy abilities, and her mobility allows her to pressure backlines effectively. Sigma remains a strong pick with his versatile toolkit, providing both offensive and defensive capabilities that can counter snipers and protect his team effectively. His barrier can block significant damage, while kinetic grasp provides sustain against burst damage. Wrecking Ball is still a top pick for disruption and mobility, using his pile driver to displace enemies and create chaos in the enemy backline. As for supports, Lucio's speed boost and area healing are invaluable. His speed boost enables fast engagements and disengagements, which is crucial in the current mobility-focused meta. Illari's buffs to her healing pylon have made her a solid support choice, providing consistent healing while allowing her to focus on damage output. And of course, my girl Moira's consistent healing output and damage potential keep her relevant always, with her biotic orb providing additional sustain in team fights. Now, not all heroes have fared well this patch. Here are a few who have fallen out of favor and you might want to avoid. Sojourn, once a powerhouse, is now struggling after nerfs to her abilities. Her decreased railgun charge time reduces her effectiveness in burst damage scenarios. Reinhardt has taken a back seat with the rise of more mobile and versatile tanks. His lack of mobility makes him less viable in the current meta. Kiriko, after the nerfs, is no longer a top-tier support. Her decreased healing output and increased cooldowns on Swift Step have made her less impactful. Let's talk team compositions. The current meta favors dive and mobility. Here are a few compositions that are performing well. For a dive comp, consider tanks like D.Va and Winston. D.Va's mobility and defense matrix are perfect for dive strategies, and Winston's barrier projector provides temporary cover during engagements. DPS like Tracer and Genji excel in these comps, using their mobility to pick off isolated targets. Supports like Lucio and Moira provide the necessary speed and sustain, with Lucio enabling quick rotations and Moira's biotic grasp offering consistent healing. For those of you favoring more of a Deathball comp, opt for tanks like Sigma and Wrecking Ball. Sigma's barrier and kinetic grasp offer excellent sustain, while Wrecking Ball's disruption capabilities create openings for his team. DPS like Mei and Reaper thrive in close-quarter engagements, with Mei's crowd control and Reaper's high damage output. Supports like Baptiste and Bridget provide healing and utility, with Baptiste's immortality field preventing key deaths and Bridget's repair pack offering burst healing. For aerial domination, the more favored comp this season, use a tank like D.Va, DPS like Pharah and Echo, obviously, and supports like Mercy and Baptiste. D.Va's mobility allows her to peel for her aerial DPS, while Pharah and Echo provide high sustained damage from above. Mercy's damage boost synergizes well with Pharah, and Baptiste's amplification matrix can turn the tide in critical moments. Each of these compositions leverages mobility and versatility, making them hard to counter if executed well. But remember, every strategy has its counter, and this comp in particular takes a lot of skill to pull off. Now let's dive into the counter picks if you are up against one of these comps. Knowing how to counter these strong compositions is crucial. Against dive comps, consider tanks like Roadhog and Orisa. Roadhog's Chain Hook can isolate dive heroes, and Orisa's Fortify provides sustain against burst damage. DPS like Cassidy and Sombra excel, with Cassidy's Flashbang disrupting dives and Sombra's Hacks disabling key abilities. Supports like Ana and Zenyatta provide utility, with Ana's Sleep Dart and Biotic Grenade countering aggressive dives, and Zenyatta's Discord Orb increasing damage taken by dive targets. Against Deathball comps, use tanks like Winston and D.Va. Winston's Barrier Projector and Jump Pack provide mobility and disruption, and D.Va's Defense Matrix can nullify key abilities. DPS like Pharah and Hanzo excel, with Pharah's sustained damage from above and Hanzo's Storm Arrows providing burst damage. Supports like Mercy and Moira offer healing and utility, with Mercy's mobility enabling her to avoid Deathball pressure and Moira's Fade providing escape options. Now, against aerial domination, opt for tanks like Sigma and Winston. Sigma's Barrier and Accretion offer sustain and disruption, and Winston's Jump Pack allow him to contest aerial targets. DPS like Widowmaker and Soldier 76 provide hit scan damage, with Widowmaker's one-shot potential and Soldier's consistent damage output. Supports like Ana and Baptiste provide healing and utility, with Ana's hit scan healing and Sleep Dart countering aerial threats. Baptiste's Amplification Matrix boosting damage output. Now with all of these, you're going to want to hit that aim trainer, because you are definitely going to need those skills to counter this particular grouping. But understanding these counters, you can adapt and overcome even the toughest of opponents. But honestly, the most important skill you can have on the battlefield is communication with your teammates. If they don't know what's going on, you're gonna have a bad time. But that's a wrap on our Season 11 meta breakdown. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay updated on all things Overwatch. Drop a comment below with your favorite heroes and your favorite synergies. If there's any tips you have for climbing the ranks, or if there's anything I missed, please let me know. I'm looking to make some more videos, and I'm always happy for the feedback. Until next time, get that grind, baby. See ya.